Now, this last week has been a very eventful week within the Roblox community, and there's been a lot of different things I've been wanting to make videos on. But today, I wanted to talk about an ever-growing problem, especially within the Roblox community, of people making fake allegations against developers, YouTubers, and people that are popular within the community. Now, the specific instance we're going to be talking about today is a Roblox developer that I have been flooded with messages to talk about. I mean, I get messages almost daily on Twitter of people asking me to do a video on this guy. And the person we're going to be talking about specifically is someone by the name of RVVZ. He's the creator of a Roblox game known as CRIMINALITY. This Roblox game used to be pretty huge. It's still pretty big. I used to play it. It's a pretty fun game. I'd recommend checking it out if you haven't. Some very crazy allegations, though, came out about this developer. He was being accused of being a mob bucket. There's a lot of other accusations, which I'm going to get to in a little bit, but how I first found out about these allegations was from something RVVZ posted on Twitter. He posted this image here, and initially it had RVVZ in this, and it was like with Kaneko Kitten and all of them, implying he was doing some inappropriate things with minors. And RVVZ took down this tweet and issued an apology directly to RVVZ, stating that he didn't do anything. Now, after this, I was flooded with tweets, with messages to talk about this guy and his allegations. So I followed him on Twitter, and he went ahead and added me on Discord, and a few days later, he sent me this document which pretty much destroys every single point that these people are making against him. Now, this would be a very, very long video going through both documents and dissecting them piece by piece. So I'm just going to go through like the main points of these documents and just show you a side by side. Straight off the bat, though, the people who worked on this document, the main person who's worked on this document, it seems to be that they're acting in bad faith. Not even just seems to be, they are acting in bad faith. They've done some very criminal things here, and there's stuff that I literally can't even mention in this video because it's pretty messed up what they did, but they're acting in bad faith. Now, let's get to the very first section. So they go ahead and allege that RVVZ is abusing the copyright system on them, and he got the main person who made the document their Roblox account banned. But if we go ahead and take a look through the document that RVVZ went ahead and sent me, he pretty much said that this is inspect elemented. The account deletion is inspect elemented, and if you take a look at the ID, you can literally see it says CRIMINALITY RVVZ DMCA speedrun any %. He said Roblox moderation confirmed that all of these experiences and more contain mountains of CRIMINALITY's assets and source code, which is why they did not reinstate his Roblox account. Roblox's moderation and Roblox's copyright support system work in close connection with CRIMINALITY and RVVZ due to constant infringement on the platform. So yeah, first point, completely shut down. That pretty much sums it up. I mean, if you literally look up this ID, it will show you the game that it is. I mean, they edited that. It says anti-cheat test asset. I mean, it could also not be inspect element. It could have been an asset within there. I'm not exactly sure how this stuff works, but the game is literally called CRIMINALITY RVVZ DMCA speedrun any %. Dude, come on. Probably one of the funniest ones that is in this document is RVVZ allegedly has stolen skins from Counterblocks, CSGO, Team Fortress 2, and they have a black market of CRIMINALITY skins where you can buy them for USD. Now, some of the references they have for these skins being stolen is actually comical. Other ones, yeah, they kind of look similar, but I mean, it's not like exactly the same. It is not like taking the texture and for one-to-one ripping it. Just like we talked about during the whole pet sim drama, I mean, they were striking down different Roblox games for having stuff like this, which you can look at and see multiple differences, things that make it unique, and that's why people had such a big problem with that. But yeah, looking at this, I don't really see the point. It's kind of silly, honestly. They also accuse him of stealing sounds, but he says that he has licenses for all of the sounds, which I mean, that pretty much speaks for itself. I mean, when you buy a license, other people are going to use it, of course, so things are going to be similar. Now, the next one is there's an accusation of selling skins, and their proof to this is in their CRIMINALITY trading server, there is a skin value list, skin value changes, and USD skin changes. Now, these are private channels, but something that that they don't really showcase in this is at the very bottom, there is a disclaimer. If you read this disclaimer, this is a community server and not directly linked to the game itself. There is something interesting here. It says obtaining skins outside of in-game cases, legitimate trading or ticket system in this server is against criminality's terms of service. Selling such buying skins using middleman services outside of the server will result in a ban and all items being seized involved, which kind of counteracts that. So I'm a little confused if it is related or it isn't. This is the only proof that they have provided that he is apparently selling skins, and these are private channels and there's no proof of what is in these channels. It's just the names of these channels. I don't really think that's sufficient. The rest of the document's pretty trivial stuff, like they're going after their developers, but man, I've seen them do some very, very malicious things to some of these people. So I'm just taking that with the biggest grain of salt physically known to man. But at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff doesn't really matter compared to the final thing on here, the meat of this whole document, that being the accusations of grooming. Apparently RVVZ has done some very horrible stuff with minors. In the document they state, first, let's start off with the DMs of someone who I'm gonna bleep out, who is a minor and they are 16 years old. There is a whole PDF consisting over 450 pages of RVVZ talking to her, but we are only gonna cover the parts where he got out of hand. Now, the screenshots in this come from May 1st of 2020, and that would mean that they are 20 to 21 years old. That is over 4 years ago now. So straight off the bat, that's pretty deceptive. Now, they go ahead and claim that he was born in 1995. There's no proof of this. They don't show any proof of this. But if you go to RVV's Twitter account, it says he's 20 years old. And if he was 20 years old, that puts him being around 15 to 16 years old when these DMs took place. I just went back to 2021 on Wayback Machine, and if you just take a look at his Twitter account, it says 17. You can literally see that right there. They went ahead and said this here: a minor cannot independently register a trademark. His counter to that was he went ahead and had legal representation to do it for him. It also states that the trademarks were filed in the last year, and RVVZ was an adult during that time. Now, they provide a plethora of screenshots between RVVZ and this person. These DMs apparently got leaked through a cookie logger, and neither of them consented to these DMs being released. But at the end of the day, they were minors. So, that's pretty much it. It starts and ends right there. Now, the people behind this document and the people that have worked on this document, well, they seem to be some pretty bad people and have done a lot of illegal stuff on the internet. Now, I obviously cannot even discuss a lot of this stuff because it is that crazy and it actually puts some people at risk. So that should really tell you everything you need to know, but I'm probably like flashing images on screen relating to these people just so you get an idea. But in general, this document seems to be pretty poor. Some very stupid stuff right next to some very serious allegations, and those allegations are just completely false and fall flat. The main reason why I wanted to do this video is, like I said at the start, they are going to every single content creator about this, and this guy is quite literally being slandered and defamed, and that is disgusting. And I just want to put out to the world like what is actually going on here. I might have pretty easily just made myself a target to these people, so I'm sorry, but the truth really matters in situations like this, and it's really sad and scary to see what baseless allegations like this can do to someone, because we've been seeing more and more this sort of thing happening within the community. But I really just wanted to platform the truth and put it out there, and I just want to make it apparent that if you publish fake allegations, I will make a video making you look like a total idiot and buffoon. To the people who did this, you guys should just move on with your life. I don't know why you guys are so hyper fixated on this guy. It's genuinely weird how you're just like willing to publish false information that you know yourself is false. But yeah, that pretty much wraps everything up for today's video. If you liked this video, subscribe down below. Follow me on Twitter at RealSlep. This person's cool for following me. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.